Human rights violations in Argentina during the last dictatorship profoundly impacted the country, leading to significant changes in society. These events promoted efforts to recover and preserve historical memory, ensuring that stories of victims and survivors are remembered and acknowledged. Furthermore, these experiences advanced the protection of human rights not only within Argentina, but also at an international level. March 29, 1976, a day that would change Argentina forever. Under the command of General Jorge Rafael Videla, a military junta overthrew the government, replacing democracy with dictatorship. Congress was shut down. Political parties were banned. The press was censored, and behind closed doors, a darker operation was beginning, one that would leave thousands missing, families shattered, and a nation in fear, violating human rights. But what exactly are human rights? At their core, they are the freedoms and protections that belong to each and every person, regardless of race, sex, religion, or political beliefs. The right to free speech, the right to a fair trial, the right to live without fear of persecution. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that all humans are born free, equal in dignity and rights. This means that no matter who you are, the very fact that you are a human being grants you these rights. Right to life, freedom from slavery, freedom from torture, freedom from arbitrary detention, right to a fair trial, right to privacy, freedom of opinion and expression, freedom of assembly and association, right to participate in public affairs, right to work, right to educate a standard living, right to education. Under Vidalea's rule, human rights disappeared. No one could vote, no one could speak out. Even books, especially those about revolution and resilience, were banned. The government viewed any dissent as a threat, and those who opposed the regime faced a terrifying fate. Across Argentina, hundreds of clandestine detention centers were established. Those who were taken rarely returned. This was the era of the desaparecidos, the disappeared. Estimated 30,000 people were taken by the government. Many were tortured and executed. Others were thrown from planes into the ocean in what became known as death flights. Families were left with nothing but unanswered questions. But even in the darkest of times, courage endured. A group of mothers and grandmothers, known as the Abuelas de Plaza de Mayo, began to fight back. Their mission was to find their missing children and grandchildren, many whom had been illegally adopted by military families. After years of repression, the dictatorship finally ended in 1983. But justice was not immediate. The new government faced immense pressure, both from those demanding accountability and from the military, which still held power in the shadows. Then, in 1985, Argentina held the historic Trial of the Juntas, which was the first major human rights trials against former dictatorship. For the first time, military leaders were held accountable for their crimes. The court consisted of 6 judges. For many, this was a moment of closure, but for others, the fight for truth and accountability was far from over. History has shown us the dangers of silence. Argentina refuses to forget, ensuring that the horrors of the dictatorship never return. The fight for justice continues.